Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dessertories. Today, we're going to be looking at a pudding that is said to be the first dessert in the world. And what is this called? It's called Noah's pudding. Now, it is a Turkish dessert, and it is said to have been developed out of ingredients that was left on the ark once Noah and his family landed on Mount Ararat after the Great Flood. So let's have a look quickly at what is in the Noah's pudding. All right, we have pearl barley, long grain rice, water, salt, sugar, chickpeas, kidney beans, raisins, dried apricots, dried figs, rose water, almonds, pistachios, and pomegranate seeds. It kind of sounds a little bit like a rice pudding, but I'm not really sure about the chickpeas and the kidney beans. That's throwing me a little bit because whenever I think of that, I'm thinking of food and not dessert. But anyway, right, so scientists estimate that the big flood was around 2900 BCE as evidenced by scientifically dated flood deposits. All right. The Bible says that the rains that created the Noachian flood lasted for 40 days and that the waters prevailed on the earth for 150 days. And after these 150 days, the waters gradually receded from the earth so that by the 7th month and the 17th day, they were able to finally get off of the ark and then develop their beautiful dessert called Noah's pudding. All right, today Mesopotamia is known as Iraq in the broader sense. The historical region of Mesopotamia includes parts of present-day Iran, Kuwait, Syria, and Turkey. Now, what's very interesting about this dessert is that along the years, it has now developed into a dessert that is used by many different cultures to commemorate many different things. All right, so Armenians, for instance, make it as a Christmas pudding and for New Year's celebrations. In the Balkans and Turkey, Sufi Muslims make the dish during the month of Muharram, I'm sorry if I'm saying this incorrectly, in which the day of Ashur takes place. How do you say this? Sephardic, that's the one. Jews prepare the dish to celebrate the Jewish holiday of Tu B'Shvat. All right. If I said that incorrectly, I am so sorry. All right. And in some Jewish, Christian, and Muslim traditions, a similar dish is prepared to commemorate a child's first tooth that comes out or the passing of a family member. Also, Noah's pudding nowadays can also be known as Ashur. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct, but Ashur or Ashur. Okay. So what's interesting that I found in the ingredients is that rose water was added to it. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's a lot of rose flavor in Turkish cuisine. And I'm not really a fan of the rose flavor because it is quite potent, but there is a lot added into Turkish cuisines like Turkish delight, for instance. Now, the reason is because it had a very strong importance in the Ottoman Empire and their medicine. In fact, this natural healing flower is mentioned in almost every medical textbook written by the Ottoman physicians since the 14th century. That's very interesting. For instance, drinking rose sherbet was a common remedy used among the sultans and their family to relieve nausea and indigestion. And then rose water was also used as a mild sedative and antidepressant because it enhances moods and helps to relieve nervous tension. Okay, so maybe even though I don't like the rose flavor, maybe I should drink some rose water to help relieve my nervous tension. Okay, so that, my dear darlings, is a very short history of where Noah's pudding or Ashur comes from. Thank you so much for joining me on Dessertories. If you want to have a look at a pudding that has a lot of murder behind it, click on here. You know you want to.